Good morning, everyone. EagleX from ATX EagleX Gaming here today, and I have today's Market Watch for April 22nd. If you guys enjoy this content, I really would appreciate if you can leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on the latest videos. So, before we get started with the Market Watch, I do want to make an announcement. If you guys haven't seen, I do have a Discord for my YouTube. When you join it, you're going to see a channel like this. You have to click that thumbs up. When you click that thumbs up, it will give you a role of a Tamer, which will give you access to the rest of my channel so you can see what everyone else is up to in my Discord. That being said, let's go ahead and hop over to Market Watch. So in Market Watch, I always like starting with sealed product because it gives you an idea of what things are going to be what prices. And we know 1.0 is going to be that most expensive box. Right now it's $109.99, which isn't a bad price for the 120-ish it was last week, but it's just going to be a premium price box. And I was asking everyone, why in the world was Double Diamond like such a pricey box? Well, I have a pretty good idea after reading some of y'all's comments. If I got some editing, you should be able to see some of them. But Ghost Omni, Ghost Omni, Ghost Omni. The secrets are good, Zach. The secrets. Ghost Omni. Okay, I get it. Ghost Omni puts a premium on older boosters. And with the announcement of BT10, we will have a Ghost Alphamon, so it's probably going to have a premium on BT10, I would guess, for the future now, too. And then BT5 Battle Omni, there's just lots of good stuff in this set, guys. Like, all your dual tamers in this set have been played for the most part. You have just good rares. You have good uncommons. Like, you have lots of tribal greymon stuff in this set, so BT5 is making sense for being a more expensive box now. And kind of wrap up for things I think are really good purchases right now is if we head over to my sales log. This is something I'm using to kind of gauge what I'm using to pick out things in the market I think are really good prices and to show you how I purchase and sell things as I go along. And I think it's still a really solid buy to buy Vmon promo and another to buy BL Star secrets, and I'm going to explain here why. But we are currently at an overall value of $195.32, losing out on like $10 in sales taxes. Isn't that bad, honestly, to have our market value regain 5 of that already. So we lost roughly $10 in taxes, but we've gained 5 of it back already just from our investments. And this is everything priced at market pricing, in case you're curious how I get inventory value. Moving on to the actual Market Watch, though. Did you guys see Altart 1.0 Omni has been going up again? Say he's starting to spike up, but 1.0 boosters are harder to find. So the one chase card from the set will go up as well, which makes sense. So if you're a collector, this is something I would consider getting sooner than later. And then we're still in Tamer format. We had delays, so there's nothing super notable here. Just want to talk about some Tamers, but I'll get to them respectively. But did you know Box Top Percari is like $3 now? And then Marcus Damon's probably going to be spiking up with Nokia a bit more. Anyways, and just kind of wrapping up our BT7 format still. Some of the stamps are actually really good pickups right now. I think the Jet Sylphie and the Zephyrs are fair. I think they're going to be the 2 longevity holds from the set, as they will be the most relevant in the formats for the longest period of time. Dora Greymon is not bad. He does have a parallel art that was announced in Japan, so if you want to wait for that, I wouldn't bother getting this for $30. The Doraemons, I think they're pretty solid at $30 though, especially if you're an antibody lover. And Calling for Darkness for Purple is a super solid staple. I'm surprised it wasn't a bit more earlier. And then, did you guys know Susano's like $20 now? Makes sense. He doesn't see a whole lot of play outside of BT7 unless you're playing Yellow Hybrid still. So, something I would consider picking up, especially if you want to have a place of everything. It's a good time to get copies. Now moving on to some of the meta in Japan. So this is a BT7 deck list. And this is how X Antibody, like I showed, kind of evolves. Slightly different list with slightly different build. But you see Doragoramon's not like... Doragoramon is not your common level 6. Alphamon is like your common level 6 you attack with, and the Orumon is the source you really want to have underneath your stack. And it gives you lots of swings, restands, So just talking about X antibody as a whole, I don't know if you guys have seen, Dorumon alt arts, though, have been spiking. These things are going up crazy fast. They're $70 a pop now. I have a few extras right now. I'm ready to move at this point, but also I can honestly see this keep going up until we have either a set where Dorumon's not relevant or we have another alt art of him. Not to mention, he is a really nice alt art. Next thing I really think is important to look at. If you guys think that's too expensive for a max rarity rookie, go ahead and get the pre-release one. It's like $3. It gives you something so it's not just the regular art. But I do think that the next really solid card is Vmon, which is, it's just all the X antibody stuff. Honestly, like, if you want to play black, this is going to be one of your best things to play. And then if you guys haven't seen yet, let's go ahead and move on to the next part. If you know what card BT5 111 is, that is your X antibody Omnimon here, which is currently $12 for us. But something that I saw really interesting when I was checking out Japanese singles, I don't know why that's blacked out, is that he's roughly 4,000 yen. Over here, he's roughly 4,000 yen. 4,000 yen for the regular art is roughly $30. There's a big price difference if you check out the Japan and the English prices. We have him at $12 right now. So why is he worth that much? I kind of look through here and I see he is played in some War Greymon X antibody list, and he is played in some X antibody builds. So for longevity, it seems like he will see some play. If there's anything else I'm missing for why this card is that pricey, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But just something I thought was interesting. Not going to say it will go up to $30, but it's just weird to see there's a big price difference between Japan and English format. Next card I really want to talk about, Rebonds promo, guys. This card is at its lowest it will be in a while. This is why I have it on my buy list. It is a card that is still a 4 of an X antibody. Could have emphasized that a bit more. But it's also used in black base Black War Greymon. You have the same Black War Greymon top end. You use the Dash Pack Black War Greymon, or you can use the secret one. And then you have 4s in the Rebonds to get the extra check and aggression because you don't have the level 4 Greymon. So this card, honestly, guys, this is what I would put on my buy list now. That's why I have it on my hypothetical investment list. And I do have multiple, I think I have like 10 copies of this card right now on hand because I do think it is a really good pickup. So, talk about Black War Greymon. Now let's talk about the red base of Black War Greymon. This is going to be the probably more popular one to start out with. But you can see the starter deck Greymon is a 3 of. I want to emphasize, starter deck Greymons. We got announcement from GTS, one of the main distributors of the US site. And if you take a look at their description, they are announcing, first of all, like I was kind of talking about earlier, we do have a Ghost Omni, like they did in BT6, except BT10, it's Ghost Alphamon. But set 10 box toppers are one alternate design Tamer, which is normal. Like it's whatever Tamers we have in the set so far. I can't remember. It's the stuff that puts X-Cross underneath. But we also get 2 cards from the unreleased Starter Deck 11. Each Starter Deck 11 special entry pack has the Vmon promo in one of 16 alternate arts. So that means, guys, if we're not getting Starter Deck 11, this is the only way we're getting the Greymon and Tai reprints. So if you guys haven't seen lately, Greymons have been going up. People are panicking. They don't think these are going to be accessible in the near future. The only ones that are currently being added to circulation are the Judge ones, and they're pricey right now. So if we want to wait for a 1 in 16 chance for a Greymon, you guys can wait for it, but I honestly think this is something you really, really need to consider sooner than later. And speaking of Metal Greymons, you guys remember when I covered this Metal Greymon last week and he was like $20? Yeah, people agreed he was too cheap. And he has actually been selling for $38 range in the past, or since today, I should say. People got paid today. They're buying their cards. This is used in some builds for red base. Gives piercing to your blackboard greymon, which is really cool if you start controlling board. And guys, I have been bombarded. A little Nala here thinks blackboard greymon looks like one of the decks to beat. She heard me say the name and she ran over here, jumped in my lap. As I was saying though, like, if we look over here, Metal Greymon is a card that is being really hyped up right now, price-wise. And builds either love him as a 4-of, or they run like 1 copies if any. So that's just one thing to consider if you like playing max rarity. Hi, Nala. Next card I want to talk about for red base, though, is the promo Agumon. This promo Agumon is just a really good way to get stats on your board, as the Agumon is going to be a 4-of in more builds than likely. It's better than the starter deck Agumon in general. In this build, he's not being played in particular, but he does see some play. Bye, cat. Next thing I do want to talk about also is Nokias. This card, guys, it's going to go up really fast. As you can see, it's been trending upwards lately. And it won't take long until this card, if it wasn't for core, flooding the market with 40 copies, it would keep ticking up to almost $3 soon. So once this front page is basically gone, you're going to see it be a $3 rare. So just keep your mind out for that. Keep an eye out for that, as she is staple in those decks. Now we're going to talk about Imperial / Armor decks, because I've talked about Armor, I haven't talked about Imperial. Imperial, there's not really a whole lot you can get right now that makes the deck better. The only thing you can really get are your Vmons, your Vmon, and your Davis. This is just like an example of what a list could be. But I just want to emphasize Davis for it. Also, as asked last week, why didn't I cover Davis? This Tamer is going to be a solid, like, almost $20 until his reprint in the Jesmon and Ragnar Lordmon starter decks. So just be aware of that. He will be pricey. He fetches 2 call targets. If you look at Imperial, blue is the main color, but then you have green, and some cards are also green, so it makes searching with Davis more consistent and get more pulls more frequently. Then, just real quickly, you run Vmon and Imperial, you run Vmon in Armor decks. These are the Vmons we have. Starter deck Vmon has been going up. He's for almost $5 now. I guarantee you it's like $1 shipping on all of them. Yeah, it's roughly 80 cent shipping. It's basically $5. This is a card that, even though it's like readily available, it's just been going up because demand for the single is higher than it is for the starters. So if you want to get these, consider getting some starters soon, especially if you find that MSRP. Then EX1 Vmon is used more in Imperial, and he is starting to go up in price as well. He's nothing crazy yet, but I at least look out for the $1 rare. Next, we're going to talk about Mastermind starters. I've talked about this a lot, so I'm not going to cover it for a long amount of time. You know, Mastermind lets you summon a level 5. The level 5 you want to call are either the Chaos Mode or the Magna Angemon. Magna Angemons, we see, they got bought up. They're $30 a pop. Chaos Modes. The alt art has been going up. It's almost $70 now. The regular Chaos Modes are 30s. Zwart defeats. The other thing's been going up. 58 for the regular art, 70 for the alt art. And that's all I'll talk about Mass Day starters for now. But over in BT9, did you guys know BL Star is starting to become really meta? Turns out she is one of the best anti-meta cards. Why is she anti-meta? Well, if you think about a format where OTK decks like Blackboard Greymon X Antibody and X Antibody are starting to take control, it'd be nice to either bounce the entire stack or strip all the sources. So the 2 things you'll see is blue is becoming a really popular tech because you can run the Gabumon X Antibody to get the blue source, or you run the blue Tamers to get source. Here, let's go ahead and pull up another one. Should be able to just pull up any of these BL Star lists. Yeah, this one's running Metal Storm, another blue option we have. But it lets you delete a level 6 or lower, then unsuspend one of your Digimon with Garuru, so it's more used for the bounce. And the other card, I can't find a list. I know there are lists with it, but Howling Crusher is a card being used. But regardless, BL Star, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, I think is a very good buy right now at almost $15. I'm trying to pick up as many copies as I can right now. And if we look over at Japan, it's like 2,000 yen for a BL Star. If we look here, BL Star is like 1,700 yen. So if we average between 2,000 and 1,700, it's like 15 bucks, which is fair. Unless it goes up here in America, which purple does have a premium here. Just be aware its price could go up, but it is a fair price right now for sure, since it doesn't see play at the moment. And here's the Howling Crusher that they play to remove all the sources. It's like 20 cents. If you want to pick up 2 copies, I'd pick up 2 copies. And then to wrap up our market watch, we see here, I have the memory boost pulled up. These alt-art memory boosts are really solid pickups. Because I just want to emphasize this. P035 is the red memory boost, and we go up to P40. But like P35, this is red memory boost. P36, I believe that's blue memory boost. Oop. 7 is yellow memory boost. 8 being green. Green is probably the best one because of Grandest Quagmon. Speaking of which, Grand Quagmon, he's like $5. Not a bad pickup. Nothing like super amazing though. So this is one I would expect to see probably the most play in the future. Black memory boost for X antibody, very solid. And to wrap it up, probably the least played one is purple memory boost. Just because purple has so many grave recursion, you don't need to search the top of your deck that frequently. Well, guys, that's all I have for Market Watch this week. If you enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are below. With that being said, take care, y'all.